politics is changing in South Africa, ladies and gentlemen. Our culture is shifting. For the very first time in history, the #1 podcast in Africa is considering inviting Afriforum. They want to have Afriforum on. And they're saying this in response to what Julius Malema said about their podcast. So the name of the podcast is called Podcast and Chill with MacG. It is the #1 podcast in Africa. They talk about everything, entertainment and politics. And this one time they happened to read the EFF manifesto about illegal immigration. And apparently Julius Malema's EFF embraces illegal immigrants. As a matter of fact, he wants them to come here, find creative ways to enter the country and demand land from the white people of this country. So this is what Juju said, and then we are going to jump to what MacG said, and then later is going to be my analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, let us get right into this.
Podcast. It's a political party, that thing. It's a political party. Its role is to depoliticize the youth. It's a political party formed to depoliticize the youth. That is his role. That's why he drinks alcohol during presentation, making alcohol fashionable and telling those who are calling themselves chillers that when you are chilling, you must drink. And then speak loosely about everything black and African. So cheaply. And then when we attend to him, he says, they want to cancel me. He thinks he's special. He thinks
this would be interesting if Julius Malema didn't own a club in Limpopo where he sells youth alcohol. The youth in Limpopo, he sells them alcohol and he DJs for them when he's drunk. Ladies and gentlemen, it would be interesting if none of that was true.
Wearing flip-flops is something special. He wears flip-flops and insult and attack every black person, attack Mini Dlamini, attack all of these things. And what is that? Why would you even be shaken by something like? Why would you follow? If you are a thinker, why would you follow something like that? At least Mwiseni gave you something to listen to. If you want to learn something, he calls people there of stature who think, who talk sense. I was watching him here.
Yeah, he's going to go on around trying to plug Mbuiseni's podcast. Of course, he likes it because it spreads the EFF propaganda, ladies and gentlemen. But in response, I love the worldview that MacG has about all of these things that are unraveling in front of him, especially when it comes to his podcast and the influence that he asserts and he has when it comes to the political landscape in South Africa. He sees that this is not just Julius Malema doing this. Politicians are actually scared that the narrative is changing, especially politicians on the left. The narrative is changing. People want people who can do the work in positions of power. And one of those people include Uompita Groenewold, ladies and gentlemen. South Africans want Uompita Groenewold. We are tired of the propaganda that apartheid is the problem, racism, the white man, colonialism. We are sick and tired of all of that nonsense. We want men and women in South Africa who care about South Africans, who are going to serve in our police service, who are going to care about our national security, who are going to care about jobs and the education of our children. So let us get right into this. And then towards the end, you're going to hear him say, for the very first time, they should consider actually inviting Afriforum to their platform. Talk about the change.
Politics, as we know it today, is dead. It's archaic.
Unless we change the system, man, there's no voting.
The system is changing. That's what he's fighting against. That's a man who's lost.
Yeah.
That's a man who's doesn't know what's happening. And he's trying old tricks. But that are not working, and people can see beyond them. Because we are tired of politicians, my nigga.
I agree with that.
I get it. But what I'm saying is, the system that governs how we choose our leaders is still democracy where people vote.
Dog, it's like this.
And there's some decisions that as a youth we could change.
Dog.
Or not decisions, but tendencies.
Dog.
Sol is telling the truth that in the short term, we still exist through a political system that requires us to vote for these political parties. And by far in this political system that I've seen, the best at governing at local government, we could give it to the DA. Even Helen Zille is running a very wonderful campaign there in Gauteng to become mayor of Johannesburg, ladies and gentlemen. But also Freedom Front Plus has been scoring very highly, and the numbers are there to tell all the story. It is growing, and it is growing in high numbers.
Okay.
But legislature, laws are passed by politicians. Sadly.
Here's what I'm saying.
Maybe we must change that as well.
No, my dog. Here's what I'm saying. Please hear me out.
Yeah.
I'm saying for 100 years, this has been the system. What you just described.
Yes.
Right. There's a transition happening.
Mm-hmm.
People are moving away from this. They're now moving to this. So this will still exist. Just like now, radio still exists, but it's not as influential.
Exactly.
Okay. The system will remain intact.
Yes.
But the real influence and change.
Yeah. So that's why the guys are confused. That's why
I get it.
they're resorting to personal attacks.
Yeah.
Like he drinks. He wears flip-flops. My nigga, what the fuck is wrong with me wearing flip-flops? You understand?
Well, you're not wearing them anymore.
It's cold. You understand?
Yeah.
Because he's confused. He doesn't understand what is happening.
Yeah.
Because this place is disruptive. And they are losing power. Like, he didn't attack just us, dog. He attacked the whole space.
Yes.
He attacked the whole space. Because the whole space is disruptive to this, and that's how they eat.
Yes.
It's like when a drug dealer is moving in your block. You get what I'm saying?
Interesting stuff, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, are you not entertained? Is it not all of that true, ladies and gentlemen? Let me bring you close now to when they were speaking about maybe we should consider having Afriforum on,
Who decide?
Exactly.
Based on what?
Yeah. We don't say vote. We don't push narratives.
Zero.
If a person comes from a political party to push their narrative, that's them. But we don't. Hey,
I'd love to have
we've
every
never
forum,
said
dog.
chillers.
Yeah.
I'd love to have Afriforum to understand, like, hey, when did you realize we need to stand up for our Afrikaans people?
Yeah. Afriforum. How come we've never had anyone from Afriforum?
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Would we not? We don't belong to anyone.
Yeah. Otherwise, if we did, we would have Afriforum long time ago. Because most likely, chances are, if you're funded by some rich Afrikaner or some rich English South African person.
Danko.
Even these black people find things. Bomotsepe, guys, please. Abo my soul are rich. Don't pretend as if only black people are rich and they can fund podcasts to drive narratives. What did the ANC do with the SABC? They've been finding that thing to push the narrative the whole time. So please excuse me with all of that. You should have them on because they are South Africans and they have a point of view that needs to be shared. The politicians on the left and all your influencers and NGOs on the left have sold you a narrative, a propaganda that within your own right, you are even admitting that you have been propagandized by these parties that are self-serving, like Julius Malema and them. We haven't had the alternative viewpoint in South Africa. But, independent media is rising. Ladies and gentlemen, we are rising. Hit the sub button, hit the like button, and open your notifications so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. I will say South Africa has fully been liberated if we've had in a democratic dispensation a white president. Peter Groenewold for president.
So,
Danko.
yeah.
You understand?
How come we've never had Afriforum on the podcast? Because they don't want to come. So now we'll Capitec.
How?
Isn't it Afrikaans? Capitec is not Afrikaans.
Now this is interesting, he just said Capitec Afriforum, and his mates in the studio are actually calling him out. Oh, dog, XA. What are you saying? Why are you saying Footech to them? What have they done to you?
Yeah,
It is that.
fact checker.
It's what does it mean? Go away. No, it's not
fact
derogatory. Oh shit. Okay. Fuck on.
Awkward.
Khan. Yella. Or something like that. Yeah. But like, yeah. So we're not, because then we would have had these kind of players.
Fact checker.
So I'm getting two different responses. One from ChatGPT.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. They are going to talk about a whole lot of other things. It's a very interesting podcast. If you want to watch the whole thing, the link is down in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Podcast NG. Not only should they have Afriforum in there, they must have Freedom Front Plus. Why haven't they interviewed Peter Groenewald? We would like Meneer Peter Groenewald to meet there. Let me check. 1.79 million audience that they have, ladies and gentlemen. Let me actually show you how many people actually follow these people. When we say they are the number one podcast in Africa, 1.79 million people are watching this. This is premiered 2 hours ago. They should also have Mulder or Meneer Peter Groenewald in there. They must have Ernest Roots instead of having criminals like Abu Gayton McKenzie. They did have Rob Herzog on. Shout out Rob. I enjoyed the interview we did with Rob. Oh, they're gonna say Rob funded me. All the white people funded me. I'm an Uncle Tom. I'm a what. I don't care what these people say anymore. I don't care what these people think about anything anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, mirror, mirror on the wall. The mirage is falling. The lie is finally falling. It is being destroyed in real time. The biggest problem that black people are facing is black people, not white people, not apartheid, not racism, not colonialism. We have to look ourselves in the eye and march forward and fix going forward. Unless we are able to admit to ourselves that we failed ourselves, then nobody's gonna do it for us, and we will keep struggling and struggle. Well, not we. Most black people will keep struggling. I'm on the part that's not gonna struggle for a long time. Praise Jesus, hallelujah. South Africa Fest with Radimaka. So, ladies and gentlemen, hit the sub button, hit the like button, and open your notifications so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. We the people see the truth, hear the truth, and we spread nothing but the truth. Love you guys. I am, we call it, outta here.